Hi there, I wanted to talk about a show called We Might Regret This. This is a show I had no idea existed until I stumbled across it on iPlayer recently. Reason it was prominent on iPlayer is it had just had its second series. The first series was of 6 half-hour episodes, the second series was 4 half-hour episodes. I don't know if it's been commissioned for a third series. If it isn't, it does have an ending of sorts. I'd be happy to see a third series, even if it was only another 4 half-hour episodes, but it's very easy to binge. The show itself, though, is about a tetraplegic, played by the creator, Kyla Harris, who lives in England with her boyfriend. He suffered an accident, I think at least a decade ago, is mentioned in the show, that's left her without the full use of her legs and one of her arms. So she's wheelchair bound, she needs a carer and support, and her boyfriend is happy to provide that. Boyfriend is played by the sort of very recognisable British actor Darren Boyd. This is a show that's got a sense of humour about it that I really like. It's one of these ones where it's sort of realistic and isn't afraid to shy away from the fact that sometimes when you're dealing with these situations, not everything is rosy. You have to have the sort of rough with the smooth, most embodied by an argument they have in one of the episodes where they're away on a weekend. The boyfriend has said, I will look after you, don't need your carer. And then they have a massive row, but he still needs to provide care to her. Personal care, I should say. And something else happens there as well that you go, oh, why would they do that? It seems a bit base, but it's not. It's a reality of the situation. This kind of thing happens, you know, if you don't get on with giving care to someone when they need it and they're totally reliant on you. Well, it's got a really good supporting cast. Ones you'll recognise are Sally Phillips. She plays the boyfriend's ex-wife. And then Edward, I've got to get his name right now, Blumiel. He plays his son, who also has a relationship with Kyla's best friend, who also comes over to stay and help out. A lot of the comedy tends to come from the sort of B stories or the concurrent plot line of her best friend trying to find a place and what she wants to do and how she wants to live her life, because she's a bit more confused all over the place. She's your standard sort of comedy best friend, but she's got levels to her as well. And as you see from the second series, she's puts herself in situations that maybe aren't the best for her, but just because of her personality, she can't let herself go and fully go with how she feels, which is realistic. You know, not everything goes smoothly, and not everyone acts in a manner that would be concurrent to good storytelling. Let's say they act in a realistic manner, which I think is a real big plus for the show. It's just one of those shows that's just hidden away. It's obviously because you're dealing with someone with a disability and this sort of comedy, but also dramatic elements. It reminds me of There She Goes a little bit, which is another fantastic show that gives you a slice of life with people who are struggling with these different situations, but also the humour and the fact that they are people and they do have funny moments and down moments. And it's totally worth checking out if you want something a bit more mature to watch and something you wouldn't get anywhere else necessarily. And it has got that feel of quality, it's got that feel of heart to it. And you can tell that everyone involved in the process is on board for what the creator had in mind when they were putting it together. As far as things like nudity or that goes, there is some, but it's not gratuitous. It's what I would call natural. It requires that to occur, and that's what happens, but just so there's no shocks for anyone watching it. Did you know this show existed? Let me know what you think about it, but I would totally recommend you watch it.